after I left X Factor, obviously you kind of want to start writing music and stuff, but it's not a really long time before you start the tour. So I mean, we did the tour, and then after the tour, it was kind of panic mode, because I kind of just realized, you know, I was 17. I had to somehow make a career out of music. So, but luckily enough, everything just kind of worked into place. You know, I'd obviously met Elliot through the X Factor, and then, you know, we teamed up, and, you know, now I've been writing music and writing and recording, and you know, just making an album now, really. So.
Falling in love with you.
So how did you end up teaming up with Elliot? How did that work out? Because you can't team up with everybody.
I have no idea how we actually ended up, but I mean, I rang him because during the show he offered to work with me after the show. So I don't know, I just went out on a whim and just decided I'd actually take him up with his offer, you know, because I didn't know if he was. It's not that you just kind of hope that he would just work with you. So he actually said yes, so I came up to write with him up here, so that's good. Currently I am in the Foundry Studios, which is one of two of Elliot's studios up here in the Steelworks. So.
And tell us about the album and the songs you've been writing.
Well, the songs for the album are really personal because, you know, all the songs are co-written, me and someone else always just writing a song together, and like all the lyrics are really personal. So it's quite an intimate album. I mean, if people didn't know me before, then they'll definitely know me a hell of a lot better after. So. There's a song called When We Were Young, which tackles the realization that you're not a kid anymore, and that someone's not always going to be there to just pick up the pieces for you, and just, you know, it's that one especially is probably the closest one to my heart. And then relationship songs, ending of relationships, songs about friends, lots of ones actually.
How far through the album have you got?
I've written like 25 songs, I think, when I counted it up one day. So, a lot of songs. I don't know how far through the album though we are. I'm still writing, and I probably will be writing up probably to last minute, knowing how albums go, so.
That's really good. So you've got an amazing following on Facebook and Twitter. I mean, what are your followings on these social media sites?
On Twitter, it's like, what, 365, I think. There's my phone. 365,000, and I'm on Facebook. I think it's 320, I think. So, it's nuts. I'm always one for not really having other people work my social media, because it's a lot more intimate whenever you're the one talking to fans and stuff. So, yeah, I run it all. So.
So your fans are important to you?
Yeah, definitely, because I wouldn't be here without them. And they've actually stuck by me. Even obviously after the show, it's easy to pack your bags and walk away, like, but they've actually stuck with me and supported me, and, you know, turned up to my gigs and things, which is great.
Surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
So tell me about your gigs. You know, where have you been playing? What have you been doing?
Nothing too major, but actually, in saying that, like 2 weeks ago I did the Croke Park. I played at Croke Park, which is like 82,000 people, and I played an original there, so that was great. It was such a privilege.
Do you want to talk to your fans about the iCast and kind of encourage them to?
Well, the iCast it's going to be, for an online gig, I would assume it's going to be rather intimate, and that's nice, because it's like the first song. Instead of releasing an EP, sort of, it's like they get to hear these songs in the same way they would if they bought an EP. So it's definitely worth tuning in for, because you're getting to hear the early versions of songs before they're released, and you know, it's my band as well, so it's pretty, I think it's a good thing to join into, really. You can access the live cast by going onto Musicality.tv, clicking my face, and then you can sign in with Facebook and attend the gig. So, also by tuning into the iCast, people will find out about the tour. I'll be releasing tour details and a little bit more about the album details as well. So it's good news as well as music. So the people I've been working with for the album include Joshua Radin, Newton Faulkner, Jack Savaretti, and lots of talented people. And I mean, it's just such a privilege to know that after leaving a competition so big, that the one thing that I wanted was that I could come off the show and write music with really talented people, and I feel like every dream's really come true, because now I'm getting to make an album, and I've written with all these talented people, and I get to go on tour, and it's just perfect. And the iCast is kind of my way of giving a little bit of like all the support back, you know, just allowing people to come in and just watch things before they actually start unraveling, and it's really, I think it's a great idea.